So, the two books that I will be reviewing for you today is Shadowrun 4th edition. Mind you, my copy is beat the hell out and back. And Palladium 2nd edition. And we will be discussing them both at length in reference to the prior video. Well, as lengthy as 15 minutes can get. Shadowrun. This game was the first tabletop role-playing game that I ever got to play. It was 1st edition. I played a burnt-out mage, and I was loving and hating every minute of it because there were things that I could do that I could not do. But anyways, Shadowrun 4th edition veers from the norm. Shadowrun 4th edition interrupts what we understand as Shadowrun, rearranges it, fixes some things, breaks a few other things, and moves forward. That's always the problem. There is no such thing as a perfect tabletop role-playing game. I write my own tabletop role-playing games, which is the reason why I don't own so many. And there is no such thing as perfection where tabletop role-playing is concerned. You do the best with what you have. Amazing artwork. Fantastic stuff. Really, really fun game if you really do get into it. They pretty much had all the same races. It's fun to sit down and play. They have character archetypes that you can just pick up and play. Lots of interesting stuff. The thing that I like about 4th edition is the new additions as far as archetypes are concerned. Like, let me give you a good for instance, like Technomancer. To take, originally we had Deckers. Now we have Technomancers. Really, really cool addition. Breaks 1,000 other rules, but nevertheless. Just really nifty, intriguing stuff. Lots and lots and lots of mechanics, lots of rules, lots of things of that nature. Don't pay attention to all of them, otherwise you'll break your head. Not literally, but figuratively, There are things in here that you're going to need to run a game. There are things in here that you are not going to need at all whatsoever. Throw them out, throw them away, get rid of them. Get rid of the solid nature of tabletop role-playing games. Every tabletop role-playing game that comes out, it's going to say, this is what's in this universe. Everything else doesn't fit. That's a crock. That's bullshit. For those of you who recognize the name Guyver, you can play a Guyver in Shadowrun. I know. I've run it. It works. Surprisingly well, in fact. For those of you who recognize the term Terminator, those work really well in these games. Pretty much, if it's sci-fi, it can fit in this world. It really can, if you know how to do it. Star Trek and Star Wars does not fit in this world. Do not try. Trust me. This world is out to get you. This world is out to undermine your every effort. Really fun game, though. Really, really fun game. Lots of details, lots of packages, lots of nifty stuff. I mean, really, just looking at any page there is a lot of fun stuff. Set in a dysfunctional world, the definition of playing a Shadowrunner is a person who conducts illegal or semi-illegal actions for profit. Essentially speaking, it's been a long time since I've read the definition. And a major problem that I have in this book is that definition has been in every book except this one. If you've seen it and I haven't, tell me what page it's on, because I've been through this entire book, backward and forward, and in every Shadowrun book, the definition is there. And the definition is there for a reason, to set the tone of what you're playing. You are playing in a world that does not function. You are playing in a world that is broken on all sides. And it's fun that way. And most people don't get that. Check it out, pick it up, read it, play it. Never be afraid of any tabletop role-playing book. Yes, they're thick. Yes, they're wide. Yes, they're heavy. But yes, it's a lot of fun. A lot of information has to go into this book. It's a lot of fun. Pick it up, read it. You'll enjoy it. Next book. Have you ever played Rifts? If you haven't, this is one of the versions of it. Okay? The wonderful thing about Palladium books is they try to put as much as is physically possible into a softback book. Okay? I have never seen a Palladium book in hardbound, and that's just me. The wonderful thing about Palladium is every book that they have ever published at any point in time is still available on palladiumbooks.com. They're constantly coming out with new stuff. They're constantly looking at the world and I'm just going to flip through it. It's just that awesome. Okay? The one thing that I really love about this book is any and every monster in the book. Yes, that was weapons, folks. Any and every monster in the book has rules. You could play all the monsters in the book. Almost all the monsters in the book, anyways. You could be anything that you wanted to be. That's the great thing about this book. There's a lot of rules. There's a lot of bullshit. It's mostly broken, but it works. It's a D20 system. You're going to love it. Pick it up and read it. This is a really cool book. These are the two systems I started out with. Okay, first Shadowrun, then Palladium. And back then it was Shadowrun First Edition and Palladium First Edition. And later we started playing Rifts, which if I can ever get my grubby hands on, I will review. Really, really fun stuff. The problem with this fun stuff, though, is people get caught up in the mechanics. Like the last video, they get caught up in the mechanics, and story and role-playing suffers for it. First lesson that I can give you on role-playing is just go and play. Even if you don't know what you're doing, go and play. Find a group. There's lots of stuff on Craigslist. There's lots of stuff on all over the damn internet. Go to your local gaming store and say, I don't know what role-playing is. Can somebody please teach me? And somebody will come out of the woodwork and somebody will teach you. Trust me. Okay? If you go to a game store and you find a book and you like that book and you like the idea behind the book, and trust me, there is a book out there for you. Matter of factly speaking, if I could ever find my GURPS books, I would review them, even though they're falling apart. But now I digress. Or my Call of Cthulhu book. I mean, there is a game out there with your name on it. There is a game out there for you, and new games come out all the time. Just like anything else, these are not stagnant structures. They evolve, as should you be. Okay? Um, what more can I say about this stuff? Oh, yeah. The wonderful thing about the Palladium system, this is a Rifts book. Okay? This Rifts book works flawlessly with this Palladium book. The one way that you can look at it is it's all rifts. It all works together. The system can be compiled. You can pick up any Palladium book and make it work with any other Palladium book. You can pick up any Rifts book. What I mean is you can pick up any Palladium books gaming book, and it will work with any and all other Palladium books gaming books. Okay, be it the Palladium system, be it the Rift system, be it the Hero system, be it the fill in the blank system. It all works together. It's all the same rules. It all works flawlessly, and that's just the way it is. All right, I'm going to talk about one of my own games for the last few minutes that I have. So how this is going to work is I'm going to show you the back. I'm never going to show you the cover because my stuff is not copyrighted. Okay, but this is a simple composition book. This is usually what my games come in because they're cheap, they're simple, and there's plenty of them. You can constantly expound by just adding new composition books to write in. This game is a despondent present day game. Somebody has attacked the president. It was not human. The president stepped down. A new president stepped in, President Finch, and he ordered that a new agency come into being that would deal with spooky stuff and monsters. And that's my current tabletop role-playing game that I'm working on. I have like a half a dozen others, but this is what I'm working on now. The thing about my games is that they are currently not meant for profit. Currently, they're meant for fun. Anybody who wants to play with me who is nearby in my neighborhood, I am open to it. Come on over. I'll build you a character. We'll play. Let's go! But anyways, really, really fun stuff. Every game that I build is all built on the same system, the ND system, and I'm not going to tell you what ND stands for. It's a system that's built to be fluid and functional, to be fuzzy logic-like, but at the same time, simple role-playing mechanics takes up maybe a tenth of the book. Even that's too much in my way of thinking. A system to invent brand new monsters, werewolves, vampires, zombies, Frankenstein's monster type things, everything. Basically, the perspective that I'm coming from is everybody is trying to make these things fun and cute. And honestly, whenever I watch movies like Twilight or Hotel Transylvania, not a comparison, just labeling certain movies kind of makes me gag, and that's the reason why I came up with these movies. Monsters are monsters, and that's just the way it is. But anyways, enough talking about that. The next video, I don't know what I'm going to talk about because I've pretty much covered everything that I wanted to cover in 3 videos.